Hello, I'm Carol Vorderman and welcome to Perfect 10. 10 questions, 10 points, all done in 10 minutes. And the best news of all is it's Friday! Oh, we are happy. Well done to everyone. If you have played along this week, just 10 minutes a day with us is enough to make you feel sharper and smarter going into the weekend. So if you've missed any episodes this week, go back and give them a listen. That way you can catch up with everyone else. As always, I've got 10 tricky puzzles and brain teasers up my sleeve today that will educate, they will entertain, and they will irritate the life out of you. So make sure you subscribe, follow and like to get the next episode as soon as it drops. Okay, at the end of yesterday's podcast, I left you with an anagram of a pop star's name that suggests they're a bit of a grotty troll. So, who is Bogey Ogre? Well, Bogey Ogre is in fact Boy George. Sorry, George. It's just an anagram and no points available. But while it was fun, of course, it is now time to score some points. Can you end the week with a perfect 10? Here come the questions. We call round one your starter for a perfect 10, as hopefully this will set you up to get a full house of correct answers today. Here we go. It's your mother's brother's only brother-in-law's birthday. Put simply, whose birthday is it? Think on as long as you like, because there's absolutely no time limit here and you can pause the podcast whenever you like. It's not cheating. I'll give you all the answers after my final question. So can you make it a perfect 10 today? Question 2 is, as ever, our hearsay round and an audio mystery. You're about to hear some sounds which relate to a well-known phrase or saying. So what phrase is hidden in these sounds?
Neil Armstrong was the first man on the moon.
The Latin name for cat is Felis catus.
The Earth travels at 67,000 miles per hour.
Marilyn Monroe's real name was Norma Jean Baker.
Neil Armstrong was the first man on the moon.
The Earth travels
Marilyn
at
Monroe's real name
67,000
was
miles.
Neil
The Earth
Armstrong
travels
was
at
the first man on the
67,000
moon.
miles.
Monroe's real name was Norma Jean Baker.
Say what you hear. It's as simple as that. So what well-known phrase or saying was hidden there? There's a lot of facts and information, but what is the phrase? As always, answers at the end. We call question 3 my Carol Lateral thinking round. As you know, me and numbers, well, we get on like a house on fire. But will this number question get your brain itching? If you see a reflection of an analog clock face in a mirror which shows 2:30, what will be the true time? Try visualizing it and see if that helps. Question 4. Now, there's speed dating, but how about some speed memorizing with our memory game? I'm going to play you an audio clip. All you need to do is listen up and try to retain as much information as possible because there will be a question to follow. So make sure your memory is ready to receive because here we go. Let's hear today's memory clip.
Enjoy this easy campfire stew for 6, made with gammon and plenty of veg. It's full of goodness, delivering 4 of your 5 a day and can also be cooked in a slow cooker. You'll need 600 grams of gammon, 2 onions, 2 carrots, 1 celery stick, 2 peppers, 3 garlic cloves, 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, 2 400-gram cans of chopped tomatoes, 2 bay leaves and 2 400-gram cans of haricot beans. And the secret ingredient, a dash of Worcestershire sauce.
That sounds delicious, just what I need on a cold winter's evening. But were you paying attention? Here's the question. How many people does this recipe serve? Questions 5, 6 and 7 are part of the 3 F's group we call frivolous, familiar and fun. In other words, questions about the everyday world right in front of you, but how much attention have you been paying to it? First up, question 5. What was the first show broadcast on Channel 4 when it was launched in 1982? No more clues from me. With over 7,900 episodes in the can, I can tell you that this is still one of the longest running shows on Channel 4. Okay, we're going back in time now to the era of arcade game machines and to one of the icons of the industry with question 6. Which computer game features 4 hungry ghosts called Inky, Pinky, Blinky and Clyde? Sound familiar? Where would you find these 4 cheeky spirits and who is out to get them? Question 7. Which word can be used as the name of a fruit, a bird, and a group of people from a particular country? Round 8 is what we call the one in, one out round, and here's where a bit of clever substitution can earn you a point. Here we go. Which letter can you change in the word butter, B-U-T-T-E-R, to make a person who serves? Question 9 is, I know this, a potentially frustrating question that'll be on the tip of your tongue, but with a bit of brain power, you should be able to find the answer. Here it is. What comes next in this sequence? Fair of face, full of grace, full of woe, far to go. What's next? Think of a rhyme, and you might get the answer. And here we are already at question 10, the final question of the week. And as always, it's our daily riddle. 2 women share the same parents and the same birthday in the same year. But if you ask if they're twins, they honestly reply, no. How's that possible? And there you have it. That's today's Perfect 10. The answers are coming up, so if you need to rewind and pause, please do. The only thing you're not allowed to do is cheat and go and look up the answer. But don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's questions. And if you want to entertain, educate and irritate me, send me your own puzzles too at Perfect10Carol on Instagram and TikTok. And follow us across socials and on YouTube. 10 questions, 10 points, 10 minutes. But did you get a perfect 10? Let's find out. Question 1. It's your mother's brother's only brother-in-law's birthday. Put simply, whose birthday is it? The answer could only be your father. Yes, it's your dad's birthday. Well done if you got that one right. A little bit of deduction, I think, is all it takes sometimes. Question 2 was our hearsay round.
Neil Armstrong was the first man on the moon.
The Latin name for cat is Felis catus.
The Earth travels at 67,000 miles.
Stop. And the answer is information overload. But if you said too much information, you can have a point as well. I'm feeling generous on a Friday. Question 3 was my Carol Lateral thinking question, and I asked, if you see a reflection of an analog clock face in a mirror which shows 2:30, what would be the true time? And the true time would be 9:30. The minute hand would, of course, be in the same place, but the hour hand would be positioned between the 9 and the 10. Question 4 was, of course, our memory question, and it was another delicious recipe from our resident chef. Remember, all the information you needed was in the clip. The question was, how many people does this recipe serve? And if you were paying attention, then you'll know that the recipe serves 6 people. Question 5. What was the first show broadcast on Channel 4 when it was launched in 1982? The answer is, of course, Countdown. A show I am very familiar with, and of the 7,900 shows that have been made, I was in over 5,000 of them. Question 6 was all about an arcade classic. I asked you, which computer game features 4 hungry ghosts called Inky, Pinky, Blinky and Clyde? And the answer I was looking for was Pac-Man. The very first Pac-Man arcade machine was placed in Tokyo on the 22nd of May 1980 and was originally called Puck-Man. And in Japanese, those 4 pesky ghosts are known as Fickle, Chaser, Stupid and Ambush. Question 7. Which word can be used as the name of a fruit, a bird and a group of people from a particular country? And the answer is kiwi. Kiwi fruit. Kiwi is a bird, of course, and we would say people from New Zealand are Kiwis. Question 8 was, as ever, 1 in, 1 out. And I asked, which letter can you change in the word butter to make a person who serves? If you change the second T in butter to an L, then you would be ringing for a butler. Question 9 was, I know this, but did you? What comes next in this sequence? Fair of face, full of grace, full of woe, far to go. And it's loving and giving, which is Friday's child. They're the children in the rhyme. Monday's child is fair of face. Question 10 is our daily riddle. Two women share the same parents and the same birthday in the same year. But if you ask if they're twins, they honestly reply no. How is that possible? Well, they are triplets. I just failed to mention that the two women have a third sister. Sorry about that. But I will also accept the answers. Quadruplets, quintuplets, sextuplets, septuplets, octuplets. You get the idea. So how did you do? Did you score a perfect 10 today? We'd love to see pictures of your school cards, so send us yours on www.perfect10.uk or tag us in @perfect10carol on social media. The funnier, the better. And I would also love to know your stranger answers if you could record them on video to our Hearsay round. There are some corkers out there. I'd love that. We'll be posting our favourites throughout the week, so please get snapping and get recording and be a part of our Perfect 10 family. Join me on Monday next week for a whole new set of Perfect 10s. I'm Carol Vorderman, and that was my Perfect 10. I hope you have a perfect weekend.